This is the plaintiff, Robert K. He says he purchased a car with a damaged mirror from the defendant, and she promised him she'd fix it. 3 months have gone by, and she hasn't fixed a thing. Every time he asks her about it, the defendant tells him, be patient, because she didn't make a profit on this car. How's that his problem? He's suing for $1,075, the cost to fix the mirror. This is the defendant, Mena. She says she's ready, willing, and able to fix the cosmetic issue with the plaintiff's mirror. But the stubborn guy refuses to bring the car in for repair. She even offered him a loaner for the day while the work was being done, for goodness sakes. The plaintiff insists on bringing it to his own guy. That wasn't their deal. She refuses to be extorted by the likes of him. She's accused of not living up to her word.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket. The plaintiff bought a car from the defendant with a broken mirror. The defendant promised to fix it, but didn't. The defendant says the problem is the plaintiff was stubborn and wouldn't bring the car in. It's the case of mirror, mirror on the car. It broke. I won't fix it. Hardy har har har.
Thank you, Doug. This is Robert K.
Yes.
You are suing the auto dealership. You've asked us not to mention the name, represented here by Mena. You've asked us not to mention your last name. You are not the owner, you're the general manager?
Yes.
And you have authority from the owner to represent and be here today?
I do, yes.
All right. You're suing them for $1,075 to fix a mirror that they were supposed to fix, and $400 in return check fees because you thought you'd have the money there. Okay, talk to me and tell me what's going on.
Well, I went into the dealership to purchase, to look at a car, and then after I test drove the car, they said, "How you're interested in it?" So I seen the damage that was done to the car. I said, "Well, I'm interested if you guys can fix this."
What was the damage?
The trimming on the driver's side windows were all burnt and
The windows or the mirror?
Well, the mirror is the one trim, but then was 2 other little pieces that were also damaged, but they fixed that.
So that's not at issue, it's just the trim on the mirror?
Yeah, but it's
Okay.
actually the whole mirror. It only comes one way.
Okay.
You only can get it like that.
Okay. You asked them to fix it for you, and they said
They will.
yes, and then you struck a
It wasn't
deal.
a problem, so we negotiated a price for the car, went inside, negotiated, and then she's the financial girl.
I don't think girl's the official title, though.
Financial advisor, or not advisor.
Officer?
Lady.
What?
Finance manager.
Yeah.
Finance manager.
So then she wrote up the financial agreement, and then on that, I said, "Why is this so much?" She says, "It's a bank fee." So then, I sign, I go home, and I said, "That's a lot." So I call her up, and I said, "There's no such thing as a bank fee." So I said, "You need to rewrite this agreement." So I went down there with my friend Jeff.
After you'd already signed it?
Yes.
And they went ahead and rewrote the agreement?
Yes.
Wow,
Because when
that's
I went in
surprising.
there and I said, "There's no such thing," she goes, "There isn't a bank fee. I just charge you because we weren't making a profit on the
dealer
car."
prep. That's right. But I've
Yeah.
never heard of a dealer actually saying, "Yeah, okay, here's money back." And
Yeah.
once you signed it and struck a deal, there's all these little
Yeah.
hidden fees that aren't that hidden. They're right there, and you're like,
Well,
"What?
it wasn't
What?
a hidden fee.
What?"
It was.
Okay, but
so,
it's
well, that
completely
they-
arbitrary.
Yeah.
But that's what you had agreed to. So I'm kind of surprised that they went ahead and lowered it. How much lower did they make it?
They put a tacked on $2,100, so they made it to $1,700 because they told me
That's
there
pretty
was
good. You did well. All right, and
well,
then what happens with the mirror? Did you take the car? What kind of car was this?
Yes, a 2014.
You took the car with you?
Yes.
And then what
I
was
had
the
them
plan?
sign
You
a
were
thing
supposed to
saying that
take
they
it
were gonna-
back?
They said they would have the part within a week.
Oh, so they told you we need to order the part, so take
Yes,
the
to
car.
come back, yes.
So you took the car, and then how many times did you call them? Because I take it the part.
Well, I went there a few days later to rewrite that financial thing, and I asked them, did you order the part? I'm doing that today. I'll have it next week. Weeks later, I'm still ordering it. I go down on October 10th, because I can get it on eBay. And I told them, Hyundai, you only can get it through them. Here's a price, because I called up Hyundai. And he goes, "All right." Yeah, Hyundai.
Okay.
I'll have it next week for you. So a month goes by again, nothing.
Do you have a picture of what we're talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
So after the 2 months go by, then I get in touch with the owner, and he tells me I need to be patient.
How much more patient can you be?
Yeah, that's what I said.
What had happened to this?
It looked like it got heat.
From where, though?
Some damage, I don't know, but it was only the plastic.
I have no idea what would cause this to happen. So what's the deal? Why didn't you guys fix it if that was part of...
Okay, well, this is the thing. He was on the phone with the owner. He said bring the car, we'll give you a loaner car, so you don't have to wait, and we'll fix it by my guy. He says, no, I want the piece from Hyundai. We're a used car dealership. We're not a new car dealership. We don't have to get it from Hyundai. If we get it fixed, we did our part. So.
And it's how old is the car? 2014. Okay.
Say, yeah, it's 2014.
Uh-huh.
Correct. So, like I said,
Well, but see, when did you buy the car?
September 22nd.
Okay. Is it accurate that they told you, look, we'll get the part from another car? In other words, why would you have a right to a brand new one when it's getting fixed? Is that something you negotiated, or did you just negotiate fix it?
No, because it's been so long, and they're waiting for like another junk car that they can rip this thing off of to wait for me, and I'm not going to wait another 4 or 6 months for this thing to happen.
You bought it September, you said?
Yes.
How much longer do you think the guy should wait?
So how long does the plaintiff have to wait before he can go out and buy a mirror and then charge the guy money?
I think like a week, because he's going to drive the car, so he can be a danger for the road.
What do you say? How long?
Since safety's an issue, if he doesn't have it right away, he should be able to get by.
So it should be days.
It should be like right away if he doesn't have it available.
Like what? Like 10 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, unless he wants to give him a loaner car.
Okay. I mean, you're right. It is unsafe not to have the mirrors going inside the courtroom.
it was in October when he was, on the phone with the owner. So
The owner's your what? Your dad?
Yes.
Okay.
And he said, bring the car and I'll fix it right away from you. So you don't have to wait.
But how is he going to fix it without the part there? Do you guys have the part?
He has a guy that gets parts, and my cars are not junk, so he doesn't get it from another part. Obviously, he has a guy. It's a dealership. We don't fix cars there. He takes it to his guy. He said, no, I want to take it to my guy. Okay,
so it's what would it be, an aftermarket part that's manufactured by another company?
It can be an aftermarket part. I'm not really specified in parts, but like I said, you got it from a used car dealership, not a new car dealership. So we don't have to get it from a new car store.
No, I agree with you that you have no obligation, based on the scribbling on the bottom of his contract, to replace it with a brand new Hyundai mirror. But you do have an obligation to get something done. Okay, do you have, as you're standing here, do you have an estimate on what that repair costs?
I honestly don't.
Well, I have 2 estimates.
Yeah, but they're both for new pieces, right?
Well, that's the only way these things come. Even
well, no, that's not true. You can always get an aftermarket part. I don't, Show me the 2 estimates you have, and then tell me about this bank fee of $390 that you're suing for.
Well, after they did the $1,700 that they took off, they said, well, we can't waive this one fee because it's an application fee that we get charged, and we have to charge you that.
I'm sorry.
That's another thing you signed and agreed to pay that you've changed your mind and you don't want to pay?
Yeah. Because I find out these are all bogus charges.
Why don't you do your homework before you buy a car?
I know.
Like the rest of us mere mortals have to do. So no, you don't get a $390 bank fee returned to you.
Now with the mirror, I offered them, just get me the mirror.
The what?
I'll have it, the mirror.
Mirror. You New Yorkers, you drive me crazy with that word. You offered what?
That I would even just get me the mirror and I'll have it installed.
I got to tell you, I have only I have 2 pieces of evidence of what the mirror costs. They're expensive ones because they're new, but you really put me at a disadvantage here when you don't have any contradicting testimony. You say, well, the piece can be had aftermarket. Okay, prove that and prove how much it costs to get it. Because if it only costs $200 or $300, then that would be his recovery. But you've come in empty-handed on that. You're not showing me that the piece can be obtained. In fact, the best evidence is that as you stand here, you still don't have the piece. You just keep saying, we can get it. You know what? By the time you're in trial, that's when you should have the piece. And you should be saying, come in, we'll take care of it in one day. So I'm going to find in favor of the plaintiff in this case, but only in the amount of the mirror because it's been that many months and it should have been taken care of already. $675.67 is what you can get it done for, according to one of your estimates. Do it for that one. Verdict for the plaintiff. As for the bank fee, no. Okay. Good luck, folks.
So the plaintiff gets $675 now to replace the mirror. Mena, how do you think your dad will feel about this? What do you think he'll say?
I don't think he would be so mad. He deserves it. But, the bank fee and all the other things, I think we went a little extra for this customer to try to make him happy. He's just never going to be happy. So, some people you just
can't make happy.
Exactly.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Okay, appreciate your help. Now, Mr. K, if you come, you're getting enough money to take this to a Hyundai dealer to do it.
Exactly.
And
it should have been
is that
done.
what you'll do?
Yes.
You won't go back to them?
No, definitely not.
Of course not.
Never.
Okay.
Yeah, it should have been done a long time ago, so
Yeah.
at least
Well,
now
good.
have it in a week.
Okay. Well, congratulations. Hope you get it done right. Thank you very much. Harvey?
Okay, Doug, so, we've talked about this from time to time, but if time is really super important in terms of getting something fixed, there are magic words in the law. It's time is of the essence. Write that down in the contract. It means everything.
Don't text and drive. The People's Court is a Ralph Edwards Stu Billett production.